Gojo is the rare kind of character that is polarizing. Chances are, you either love him or you hate him. There's no in between. Those who love him probably enjoy high-powered fights, coy humor, and blue-eyed twinks. And those that hate him probably enjoy eating crayons and licking windows. I'm just kidding. But anyway, Gojo's often called a troll, a menace, or even a raid boss level light skin. But one character trait of his that I never hear people mention is the fact that he's so goddamn zesty. And I'm not even talking about his connection with Geto. I mean, he is actually independently and deliberately zesty for no reason and everyone just ignores it. Well, not me. And I don't have a horse in this race. For all I care, he could hook up with Sukuna and let him fill his infinite void. But I gotta call it like it is. So allow me to present the evidence and run down the play. His fight with Sukuna, all the way back in episode 2. You probably remember how Gojo completely outclassed him, even the iconic scene where he sat on Sukuna's back like a lawn chair. But, do you remember how Gojo laid his head on his shoulder and whispered in his ear? You know, the moment where he romantically grazed his lips across Sukuna's earlobe? My students are watching, so you know I gotta show off. Like, he didn't have to do that. He could've just said that at a heterosexual distance, but he chose not to. Oh, but that's not fair, Roshi. He did that for dramatic effect. So what, nigga? It's still zesty. At the very least, he's a flamboyant prima donna. And right before that, he was an inch away from Yuji's face acting like he's analyzing him. Stop playing. You got the 6 eyes, my nigga. You did not need to get that close to analyze his cursed energy. You did that only cause you wanted to. Then he hit Yuji with that Itachi head tap and put him to sleep quicker than Bill Cosby. Fast forward to when he gave Yuji his uniform. Do you remember what Gojo said? Why does Yuji's uniform look different from everyone else's? Cause Gojo customized it without even asking him. And it looks fire. That's zesty. Who we think he is, Versace? What's he gonna do next? Design a home on HGTV? Then when he met Jogo, Captain Magma dropped from the sky and started cutting up. Talking about, that was too easy. And why his voice sound like the stereotype for the fat goon type of nigga? Like his English voice sound like Jirobo from Naruto head ass. So anyway, of course Gojo's acting all cool and coy, but are we gonna act like this nigga didn't just intertwine his fingers with Jogo's? Against his will too. Like he ain't have to grab that nigga's hand like they about to lose their virginity in a coming of age movie. Then he launches him into the forest, drops on top of him, and grabs his face like he's trying to put his thumb in his mouth. This old freaky ass nigga. Is this a fight or prison level foreplay? Cause at this point, I don't know. He had Jogo fighting for his life. And look at Gojo's face. This freaky ass dude loves to bully niggas. I would've sealed him too if I got done like that. And let's talk about that pose he does for his domain expansion. Are we really gonna act like that ain't out of pocket? Like what is bro doing? How are they gonna make this the pose for the most powerful technique in this series? This nigga look like you just asked him how close him and Geto used to be. Oh, like we were BFFs looking nigga. He had that nigga Jogo looking like he was on LSD. Talking about, I can see everything. I can feel everything. Like what the fuck? That ain't a cursed technique. Gojo done put a molly in his drink and he ain't even know it. Then he tore his head off his body and he ain't even throw it. He's stepping on Gojo's head like he's getting some type of pleasure from it. I mean, look at how he's looking at him. Imagine if you was in a gang, cause that's basically what the disaster curses are. So you gang banging and then some zesty ass nigga came out of nowhere and did you like this? You can't let that be. You let another man hold your hand gently, put his thumb in your mouth, and then step on your head, all while your 2 homies is watching? That's wild. And the whole time the nigga you scared of looks like this? Nah, that's more than beef. If I was Jogo, I'd piss on that prison realm every day for what he did to me. I'd blast Limp Bizkit songs all night so he couldn't sleep. Well, Jogo can't do anything now cause Sukuna got to him, but I wrote this before that. Then, when Gojo broke the barrier at the exchange event, what was that pose? This nigga is too dramatic. Like he think he Prince or something? Gojo the type of nigga to use his girlfriend's makeup products. I mean, look at him floating there like he trying to be a bad bitch. Then he pop up on this axe murderer and just by looking at him, he twists his arms and legs tighter than some cornrows. Like how you go from posing like a French runway model to treating this man's limbs like a wet cleaning rag. Did you see how this nigga was posing the first time he used Hollow Purple? Yo, like this dude is so extra. I'm absolutely sure that he don't gotta do all that to activate his technique. That's a choice. And the way he celebrated afterwards had heavy Drake energy. Speaking of poses, are we just gonna act like that honored one pose was normal? Like, look at him. He is the definition of extra. Mr. Do Too Much strikes again. What, he trying to be like Natalie Portman in Black Swan? This nigga got more poses than the Ginyu Force. Geto, come get your mans, B, before he start dressing like Gon and acting like he's Hisoka. Cause like, he do cool shit, but he always gotta throw in something weird like no one finna notice. Cause right before that, he weaved Toji's attack effortlessly, then launched him into a wall smooth as hell. But when Toji gets back up and looks at him, Gojo's floating there like Vince Staples in the Lift Me Up video. Like, imagine you dead serious trying to fight somebody and they look at you like this. Gojo's up there floating like he was laying on a Bahamian beach, with this look of satisfaction on his face that can only be achieved through opiate abuse. I mean, he was looking happier than Light Yagami when L died. Then he gets serious as hell and uses the hollow purple on him and, well, we all know how that ends. And let's not forget how Gojo let Megumi believe that Toji was still alive. How he gonna act like he ain't turned that man into the Apple logo? Left him standing there looking like the third letter of the alphabet. Gojo could've just told Megumi, look kid, your dad died during a freak accident with an industrial-sized hole puncher. Like, give the boy some closure at least. But no, this nigga got no sympathy. He just walked up on Megumi one day after elementary school to adopt him, and he just gets in his face and starts wiggling his fingers like, hey kid, where's your daddy? I'll be your new daddy. And I would talk about how he was sad about Geto cause that's his boyfriend and blah blah blah, but I'm not, cause that's low-hanging fruit, and we're better than that. So let's move on to his final fight in Shibuya, and more of the never-ending Jogo disrespect. I mean, he had Jogo screaming like he was the lead in a horror movie. Then, the way he grabbed his arm reminded me of Sasuke in the Dark Forest, but Gojo went all the way and ripped his arm off easier than SpongeBob. Then look at how he did Hanami. He straight uprooted that nigga like the bitch-ass maple tree he is. The way he killed that tree reminded me of the villains in Fern Gully. Then he pinned him to the wall like the tail on a donkey and popped that nigga like the dirty bubble from SpongeBob. And look at the wall when he was finished. He turned that disaster curse into a Kool-Aid stain quicker than Megumi could say,
with this stretch right summer.
Then he turned to Jogo and had him running like Danzo when he fought Sasuke. But enough of all that, because the real high point of Gojo's time on screen was his reunion with his long-lost lover. I know this is a battle anime, but far be it from me to ignore such a tragic romance between these two beautiful men. Like I said, I ain't finna sit here and make fun of these two sexually confused sorcerers in their search for love. I haven't seen this much sexual tension between sorcerers since Dumbledore fought Grindelwald. When Gojo said, the information provided by my 6 eyes is telling me that you're my suguru, but both my heart and my soul know otherwise. Are you gonna sit there and lie to me and say that didn't make your butthole quiver?
Why are you gay?
Not even a little? Oh, okay, just me then? Alright, whatever. But look at how Geto tried to fight off kenjaku from beyond the grave, inspired by the sight of his old flame. It was beautiful, and shame on any of you who dared to make fun of such an emotional moment. And then the gate closes, and the last thing Gojo sees is the face of the man he's been longing for. So close, yet so far. Truly a love story of Shakespearean quality. I bid you adieu, my fair Satoru. Yo, if you like this video, I got more like it on my channel, so make sure you like and subscribe. And ring that bell like Santa, you feel me? Or I might be coming down your chimney. Cause real niggas elevate and motivate, we don't dissipate, you heard?